We are your home of independent, fearless and credible journalism. This afternoon, the NPP's parliamentary candidate for Ablekuma North, Akua Afriyie, has openly defied her party's directive to boycott the upcoming rerun of elections in 19 polling stations, declaring her intent. She announced, quote, "We are fully prepared tomorrow. We are going for this contest," unquote. The Electoral Commission ordered the rerun after it was unable to declare a winner more than 7 months after polls closed. Just days ago, the NPP announced its position that they would not participate in the process, citing concerns over its illegality. But with less than 24 hours to the polls, the party's candidate, Akua Afriyie, told journalists she will contest and is confident of securing victory. We'll hear from her shortly, but first, the ruling NDC has dismissed the NPP's claims, describing them as misleading. The NDC argues that despite the boycott announcement, the NPP is actively conducting door-to-door campaigns across the constituency. James Aveji has more in this report.
On several coalition attempts to entrench positions by the two political parties on whether or not to rerun the election, the Electoral Commission finally took a decision on a rerun, even against their own promise to Ghanaians and MPs. The NPP, days after the EC's announcement, held a press conference and their position was clear.
That under no circumstances will we be intimidated. Never! Yes. Under no circumstances will we be coerced to go for a rerun. We will not go for any rerun. The new Patriotic Party will not go for any rerun. We have won the elections. We have won the elections. We have won the elections.
But the NDC, 24 hours to the election, is raising serious allegations, accusing the NPP of being deceitful, because according to them, the NPP is engrossed in full-blown door-to-door campaign in the constituency. Rashid Tanko Computer is Deputy Director of Elections and IT for the NDC.
Do you know that they are subtly participating in the election?
How?
This evening, the ballot papers, after it was printed, they are sent to the police station. I'm speaking on authority. Their officers were there to check the ballot.
But that would be a contradiction of what the General Secretary told me yesterday.
That's what I'm saying.
I asked the question, he said he was aware of the letter the EC wrote to them, but they are not going to be
Evans, I am telling you that
monitoring.
These people, if you listen to them, prepare your coffin very well. I know what they can do, NPP. Since yesterday, they were campaigning. I was with my national chairman, General Saidu Ketia, in the constituency. We crossfire with them around 11 p.m., the NPP, in the constituency. They'll come and sit on platform like this and chant that we are not participating. On the ground, they are there doing door-to-door. This evening, my colleague, you can put him on record, Mahdi Jibril, he's my other deputy director of election. He policed the ballot papers to the police station at Ablekuma North. NPP officers were there.
His allegation is, however, rejected by Deputy General Secretary of the NPP, Haruna Mohammed.
None of our officers is on site. And
are you sure, though?
He has not provided any evidence.
Yeah, I mean,
he just made a comment. And I'm telling you that none of our officers under instruction has gone to supervise anything in Ablekuma North.
But what others find worrying is the Electoral Commission's inability to update the public on the process so far. Per convention, the EC would have held a number of press conferences to update the public on their activities, including printing of ballot, security situations, and the general readiness ahead of the election day. It is still unclear whether the EC will issue a statement or hold a press conference before Friday, July 11, 2025. James Savage's report for Joy News.
Well, there seems to be growing opposition to the NPP's decision to boycott the election. And this is even happening within its own rank. My colleague Nanaboachi Yadum reports that Member of Parliament for Mprayesu, Davis Opoku, disagrees with the party's stance. Listen to this.
For the MP from Mpraya, so he is standing categorically against the party's decision not to participate in the Ablekuma North election, which is just barely 24 hours from now. He made some claims that this is the party's stronghold, and then the 19 polling stations in contention have been won by the party since 2020. And so it is not right for the party to resist or refuse to go into the election tomorrow. So very vehemently refusing.
So he thinks that they should go to the polls tomorrow. Is he the only one who holds this view? So
he is not the only one who holds this view. Kennedy Japan, who was a flag bearer aspirant in the party's primaries last year, has also made a statement. He was on a news show this morning, and he stated the same thing, that the party must not leave the candidate behind. They must go into the contest tomorrow and then support the candidate. These people who are agreeing with the party's position or the party itself, the leadership, they believe that the EC hasn't been fair to them. But for those who are opposing the party's decision, with the fact that they've been able to win these 19 polling stations in contention in previous elections, it is only fair to go into the election and not give the NDC an easy run.
That's to say that the NPP has always won the elections in that particular constituency.
Since 1996, this has been the stronghold of the NPP. It was held by Kwamina Battles, and then Sheila Battles came to have it, and then Nana Akua also came to unseat Sheila Battles and then took over. And so this has become an NPP stronghold since 1996.
Well, we can now hear from the party's candidate, Akua Afriyie, who told journalists she will contest the rerun, and she's also confident of securing victory.
Ask me a question. Are you contesting? I'm contesting.
Yeah, and I'm asking because this week you had a press conference here, and the National Executive said they are pulling out of that election. That is tomorrow.
Nobody is. I am contesting. You see my people. You see the way. You see the way there. We are fully prepared. What prepared? Tomorrow we are going for this contest, and in the first place, I want to say a big thank you to Almighty God for protecting us throughout the 7 months. Yes. We went for election on 7 December, and I won this election with 34,613. My opponent had 34,199. We collated this thing together. My polling agents, their polling agents, we went through all that. And we have now collated 278 polling stations. Those 278 polling stations, I am leading. I am leading with 349. 349. We were left with 3 polling stations. And then the Electoral Commission came to Parliament, swore under oath that we are left with 3 polling stations. Overnight, we didn't know what happened. And then they said we are going to go back and collate 19 polling stations. Now, what I want to say or put on record is that darkness can never cover light. I am the light. I am the truth and the light. I walk with gracious God. I keep saying and mentioning God all the time, that you can never cheat me and go scot-free. The Lord is going to talk tomorrow. Justice will prevail tomorrow. I am contesting. I want Ablekuma North. Everybody should hear me and hear my voice. I am contesting this election, and I am coming out victorious because I won that election, and God will ensure that justice prevails.
Honorable, why did it take you so long to confirm today? Because most people, they were waiting for you to come out.
Thank you. People were waiting for me to come out. Yeah. Now, what it is that I knew I had won. And so I was waiting for the right thing. So that's why we went to court. Now, when we went to court, the judge says, look, go and contest, as EC has said. Okay. It means I have to step up. Sure. I have to start, campaigning. Sure. And that is obvious. I mean, it's clear that if you had been the one, you will still exercise patience and wait for what the court will say. If the injunction had succeeded, that's fine. Then we'll go back to the drawing table. But now, please let me wait some more. So after that, then I have to recoup myself, come back together and see. So when I realized that the support is so massive, people were coming here asking me to contest, not to withdraw. They are going to vote for me, and that they voted for me, and so I shouldn't relent. My dear, I won. I am not afraid of anybody. Yeah. I am a politician. Yes. I am standing firm and go through this contest. And trust me, tomorrow you hear my name. The MP elect in Ablekuma North is Nana Akua Afriyie.
When we came here, we've not seen any of the national executives around. Are you getting the support of the national executive of your party?
Why should you ask me this question, my brother?
No,
ask me a different question. Let me answer you. I say I am contesting. The person who want to say abana ye kwa kotono wudin baba ballot paper so ana anya sa medin baba so abana ye kotono why you prepared to send microphone paper? Are you prepared that people are come out to vote for you? Yes, I am prepared. And are you sure you're going to win? Yes, justice will prevail tomorrow. These are the questions I'm expecting you to ask me. Your concentration is on your national executives, your party, and all that. Please ask me a different one. We are minuya. We never your deal. We are minuya. I am unia pending. Say a brama breno, a brama bre, osua mesu, okuna for miniobi obekama semamami. Miniobi obekama semamami. Eradin e kama semamami. Na me wini ade, na mo pese mo chinchim ni pansa eje. Ewiase afane nyina obi anim. Me de mesu ane say Ablekuma North fofo. Momra meto aba ne mami.
Were you disappointed in yesterday's decision by the court to strike out your
Definitely. Definitely you'll be disappointed, knowing very well that the court ordered that you should go collate and declare the winner. They didn't say go and rerun. You understand? So if there is anything, I felt that it was appropriate and it was in the right direction that the party says, let's go and seek for redress from the court. That's fine. You comply as a party person. But however, my dear sister, this is Yembre. We are going to win this election.
For sure.
Election way. We see a be winning.
Are you winning tomorrow?
Oh, my dear. Everything is written on the wall. Everything is written on the wall. When it comes out, you see.
But the reason people have argued that the reason the New Patriotic Party does not want to initially said they were not going to participate in this election is because they are afraid that the goodwill, so to speak, the NDC is enjoying might affect your chances in this.
Oh no. I don't. You see, don't go on that tangent. I felt that my party felt that we won. So why there's all this hula baloo? Do you understand? If we are not in power, so the powers that be feels they can just twist your hand and take it from you. Even the NDC leadership know Akua Afriyie won. I'm telling you. And so thinking that you bet in chimney and san ya GF in sem. Ablekuma North for buefu. The NDC candidate, the NDC leadership. When you want Sam George came to the collation center, took places that they felt that they had won, and places that they felt that they didn't win. When you bring the pin sheet, we don't have. When you bring the ones that they feel they won or they felt they won, then they said that one we have. In the midst of all that, I was not perturbed. I went through all that. Look, I've gone through 7 months of hustle and tussle and fighting for my right. And my right, God will let my right prevail tomorrow.
Will you accept the outcome of tomorrow's rerun?
Tomorrow I'm winning. The outcome is I have won.
So you say that is win or nothing else?
It is win. I will win. Look, I will win. My sister, you'll be here and you come and interview me again. Yes. This election, God will speak. The Lord of hosts, the Lord of Israel, will speak tomorrow, and justice for the widow will prevail. Justice will prevail. Madam Ase.
NPP candidate for Ablekuma North, Akua Afriyie. But when asked whether her actions contradicts the party's position on the rerun, Member of Parliament for Impresu Davis Opoku, who was on the ground to support the NPP candidates, defended her decision, arguing that her name is on the official register and that alone gives her the mandate to contest.
Is you here?
Well, clearly we have come here to support her. A lot of the MPs are on their way to come and support Akua Afriyie. She won the elections, and we cannot allow this thing just to go just like that.
But initially during the week, we heard from your party's leadership that, you're still not contesting. But then you being here, flouting what they said.
Well, the person who is contesting is Akua Afriyie. Yeah. She's still in the race. She's on the ballot.
On the ticket of MPP?
Yes, she's on the ballot. Her face is not off the ballot. Okay. And once she's representing the MPP must be here to support her. And that is why I am here. That is why a lot more MPs and former MPs are on their way to Ablekuma North to support her.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So your expectations ahead of tomorrow's election?
Well, I've seen the data. In 2020, the MPP won massively in these areas. In 2024, we won, though marginally. And I know that things have changed. And God willing, tomorrow, Akua Afriyie is winning in these 19 police stations and will be declared a member of parliament for the people of Ablekuma North.
Well, my colleague Jacqueline Ansumayeboa has been on the ground engaging voters to gauge their level of preparedness for the elections tomorrow. Let's listen to some of them, and I have a surprise for you in the studio.
We're inside, but we came out. You see all these people. We are not importing from anywhere. They live in Ablekuma North here. They know which candidate will win the election and help them. Electoral Commission and the NDC trying to deny that candidate, and they said that even for Electoral Commission one, we should go to the rerun of all Ablekuma North, the 281 police stations, but they will still make sure that they vote for Akua Afriyie to win the election. So it's not a magic or something. We are not doing that. But right now, what I'm saying that is that the party has made it clear to the whole world that they are not partaking in the election. But friends of Akua Afriyie, they are on the grounds working for Akua Afriyie to become their MP. So if the party said no, but if the people said they want, what will you say? It's by the doing of God. And I know, inshallah, what they are doing, by tomorrow, Akua Afriyie will become the victory. Akua Afriyie will become the MP.
Sure.
So you people shouldn't worry.
What we want to make sure or find out is that even though the party says that you're still not supporting, the friends of Akua Afriyie, they are still out here campaigning.
They even told me, as the party organizer, that, look at my eyes. I was even somewhere sleeping, and they called me that I should come. They want me. When I came, they told me that, look, if I'm not going out, but they will go out and make sure that Akua Afriyie win. So I should sit down. They will bring the victory for MPP here. Okay. And this is not a party office. As a party office, I'm supposed to be the party office. This is a Akua Afriyie private office. You understand? But they told me that, look, don't worry. We are going to make Akua Afriyie the victorious tomorrow election. And I'm sure tomorrow all of you will be at the coalition center.
So now we can confidently say that still Akua Afriyie is contested.
My advice to the MPP supporters all over the 19 police stations that they are voting, they should come out boldly without any fears. Nobody is going to do anybody anything. They should come and vote, and we'll make sure their votes are counted. Their vote will be counted.
C'est ça, nous sommes votés bio. Y'a tout ça veut voter. Until the house and down. 90, y'a Kaumbi, Pentecost, y'a Kaumbi, y'a Pentecost. Pentecost, other countryman, Pentecost for near Kassan.
So let me just paraphrase real quick what he also said is that they are well prepared to vote tomorrow. Their polling station is part of the 19 polling station that is expected to have the rerun tomorrow. So they are confident that they are going to the polls to vote. So a lot of people here, that has been the reaction from most people.
My colleague Jacqueline Ansumayeboa there. I promised you a surprise, and I indeed have a surprise for you in the studio. I have with me the NPP parliamentary candidate, Ablekuma North, Akua Afriyie, in the studio here on the Pulse. We appreciate your time. Thank you so much for coming.
For having me here.
I'm glad you're here. Your decision to participate in Ablekuma North is in direct defiance of your party stance. And the question on my mind is why exactly?
I don't think so in the first place. That is, I don't think so. Secondly, yes, thank you once again. Secondly, my party is aware of the outcome of the election, the 7th December election. My party was part of the coalition. My party was part of the processes that we've gone through. And my party is aware of the trauma I have gone through. After somebody trying to just, in other words, squeeze your hand and take what belongs to you from you. And so we have gone through all these together. And at a crossroad, what we were thinking, or what was needed to be done, was for the Electoral Commission to complete its process. And in between the process, it was truncated by the NDC. Ballot papers were burnt, torn, people were beaten when they realized that Akua Afriyie had won. And what it is that all these processes I went through, not alone, with my party. They were always there. And so if it gets to a stage that the Electoral Commission is saying that now it's no more 3 pink sheets after 5 months, after 7 months. We've stayed at 3 pink sheets or 3 polling stations for over 5 months. And the coalition was so transparent between the 2 parties. And so what changed? My question is, what changed? Is it because I am not in government? And so I'm fighting for my right. I won. And so if my party says I'm not taking part, I am still NPP. And my party will support me. Trust me.
Will they? Are you sure?
Oh,
because you were selected and endorsed by the NPP. Now that you're defying their directive, what would that mean for you? Are you still a candidate of the NPP?
Have you seen any letter that the NPP has just sacked me from the party? Have you seen any letter like that? No. So we are talking of principles. On principle grounds, I won. But my party's principle is that under normal circumstances, if somebody is trying to take what belongs to you, the only place you sought for a redress is the court, isn't it? And I trust that so much, that is the right way to go. So we went to the court. But unfortunately, the judge says, okay, go and collate. I go and rerun. Even when the same court had ordered that they should go and continue with the collation and declaration, another court with another judge says, okay, go and rerun because the Electoral Commission says you should go and rerun. My principle is that I won. And if I won and you don't want to give to me, the same God, I keep mentioning God, but you guys don't understand. The same God that gave to me, the same God will show forth tomorrow. So I am going through this on principle to say that the same God is not dead. The same God who gave this to me will prove himself faithful tomorrow. Tomorrow, by this time, you see that people will start jubilating. And by 6 o'clock, I've been saying all the time, you'll be the MC in my party.
Interesting. I'm looking forward to that. That is, if it actually happens. But you're saying you're doing this based on principles. This principles is going against the party you represent.
I don't think so. I say, have you seen any letter? Have you seen any letter on social media? Akua Afriyie has been sacked from NPP.
No, you haven't been sacked.
I'm
but your party says don't
so
run.
If my party, I'm dealing my own thing with my party.
Okay. But have you communicated your official stance to the party?
That one is between myself and them.
You have done that already?
That's between us.
So you have done that?
That's between us. So we talk about
I presume you've done that because JFK and the whole party machinery was behind you. I recall that press conference where you raised concerns about the process. You said it was shameful.
How can you say you won election everybody knows in this country. And you say that because you are being cheated. Yes, we are being cheated. They are going to do this rerun. The court says we will not go and continue to do the rerun. I can't sit down. Knowing that I won, the God of Israel will speak again. He will speak. And that's my stance. I know God will speak. I can't just leave it like that. I want the Electoral Commission, the NDC government, and everybody in this country to know that I serve a living God. God will speak. I keep mentioning God because I have super belief in him. He will speak. And what is just, justice will prevail tomorrow. Justice will prevail.
In your interview with my colleague Jacqueline Ansumayewa, you said that you cannot cheat me and go scot-free.
No.
So I'm wondering, who do you feel cheated you, the Electoral Commission or your party?
Oh, my party doesn't come in.
Okay.
My party doesn't come. The NDC cheated me and is still cheating. Secondly, the Electoral Commission that you know, that we collated all these things, gone through the processes, the agents, both agents were there, and you will know 1,000,000% that Akua Afriyie won. What changed? My question is, what changed overnight? However, I just want to prove a point to the whole world that the court that liveth will still avail himself tomorrow. I am not saying much. I won't talk. Because when I talk more, then I become more emotional because I feel I have fought 7 months of somebody trying to take what belongs to you from you. I will not agree.
Are you frustrated?
No.
Tired?
No. I'm even getting more, this is even getting more interesting. Don't you see? Of course, I'm a human being. You get tired of something. If I knew I didn't win, and I'm doing this for skirmishes and for fun, like my NDC counterpart, she's doing it for fun. She knows she didn't win. My sister, she knows. Last time I said I have a lot to say, but anyway, I won't talk now. But she knows she didn't win. And so, as human as we are, you think you wouldn't understand certain things. But I want God to talk. God will prevail. I just want to hold on this way and wait for tomorrow.
With all these issues happening, have you ever reached out to your NDC counterpart?
On what grounds? My sister, what are you talking about? On what grounds? Tell me.
Just to talk things out, probably.
Like what? Don't let Akua Afriyie come out. Today I'm trying to be fine. I don't like that.
You're not ready to dialogue with them. It's war for you.
No, listen. Which NDC counterpart are you talking about? The one who wanted to take my thing from me? The one who comes on television to lie, manipulation, disrespect, and talk of what? My sister, don't let Akua Afriyie come out. Today I'm trying to be nice, you can see.
I'm hoping she will come out because I'm wondering, why did you wait this long? Because the constituents, you could listen to them. They were confused as to if indeed they would partake in the election.
Are the reason why I am running. The constituents, agitation, shouting, we will not agree. Akua Afriyie should contest because we voted for her. She's the one we want. It is all over in the constituency. Today, I went for house to house, and people were crying. People were crying, virtually disturbed and worried of what is going on. Yesterday, we had a lot of hooligans in the constituency with motorbikes and shouting and jumping and making all sorts of things, NDC leadership leading a whole troop. What is all this? Ablekuma North, we've never gone through this kind of thing before. This is our first time. And people are just worried, asking a lot of questions. So the same people are asking me to stand firm and that they will vote for me.
That's what you're doing right now. In your interview with my colleague, you said you're not afraid of anyone.
Nobody.
You're a politician.
Except...
Is anyone intimidating you?
No. Nobody is intimidating me. Somebody wants to take my thing from me. Somebody wants to take my rightful place. And I am not going to allow that.
And I'm looking forward to the groundwork you're doing on the ground, because you have less than 24 hours. Your counterparts already started campaigning. There's rumors that...
Before the rerun.
Even before that. There's rumors that the NPP is also doing door-to-door campaign. Is that the case? Are your supporters on the ground doing door-to-door?
I don't know. I say we are going for contest. Tomorrow, God will prove himself faithful. That's all.
Is your party supporting you?
Hey, madam. You want to probe it?
I want to find out, because you have 19 different polling stations.
No, my dear.
You have 19 different polling stations. You will need at least presiding officers, representatives of the party on the ground to ensure they protect your vote.
Listen.
If they're not on your side, how can you do it?
Which party is not? I'm NPP. I say you have asked the same question several times, trying to, you know, beat the questions here and there.
I'm just interested in finding out.
You pass here, you pass here.
The presiding officers, are they on ground?
Is one.
Do you have individuals that can protect your ballot on that day? Representatives of the party?
I say wait tomorrow.
Are there reps from the party or from your camp?
Angels are coming.
I'm quite interested in this kind of angels that will coming to protect your ballots tomorrow.
Angels are coming.
But what's your game plan, really? How do you plan to do this on your own?
So you are going for contest. You come and sit on national television and tell people your plans. Hey, are you a politician? I say angels are coming. The angels that I know are the ones who protected me throughout all these months. And so I know that God will prove himself faithful tomorrow. That is all that I have to say, unless you ask me a different question. But when you keep asking me the same question, I will still give you this. When you guys came, I was giving you the same answers. I will keep on giving you the same answers, unless you change the question.
You are confident of winning tomorrow's election?
Too much confident.
How many voters do you think are on your side?
Wait tomorrow and see. Wait tomorrow.
And I'm quite interested in how you plan to go about it. For me, that's really the question on my mind. How would you turn the fortunes around on the ground when you know you have 19 polling stations without your party's backing?
I'm not turning any fortune around. Okay. Listen, this question you have to ask the NDC candidate. She didn't win and she wants to turn some fortune. This one I won. So the fortune still prevail. And it will prevail and God will prove himself faithful. So that question, 10 what fortune? The thing is, I have won.
But aren't you threatened?
God will stamp it tomorrow.
Aren't you threatened that we have a new government in power?
Oh.
And they've been ruling for the past 6 months.
Are they bigger than God?
Probably your voters may have changed their minds.
I say, are they bigger than God? The supreme being. No political party is bigger than God. And so God will prove himself faithful. You can pass through the sea, on air, God still prevails. No political party. You'll be in power, but God will prove himself faithful. Use all the machinery. They are in power. They are sharing money. She said, one interviewer said, the NDC candidate says Akua Afriyie was sharing money. From where? Where am I going for that money? No.
Do you still believe the EC can deliver a good rerun, even after they failed to give you that victory that you say you won in the December polls?
I will, at this moment, say that God will work.
You don't trust the EC anymore?
I say God will work. What should I say? You have seen all that we've gone through, isn't it? Haven't you seen? Sister, you are in this country for 7 months what Akua Afriyie has gone through. Are you not feeling any sympathy? It's painful. And so it has even increased my faith in God, my belief in God. And at this juncture, I know that the God that I serve will prove himself. I'll keep saying, if you ask this question, I'll keep saying the same thing. I'll change the question.
You want me to change the question? I'm quite interested in your fate in the Electoral Commission, because this same Electoral Commission failed to give you the justice that you are fighting for. After the rerun, what's the next line of action should you lose that seat?
I won't. I am winning that seat. Let all the powers that prevail come to Ablekuma North. But the God that I know will speak tomorrow. I will not lose this election. The people of Ablekuma North, the good people of Ablekuma North, know my humility, my hard work, the things I've done for them in the constituency. I keep saying that I was born and bred in Ablekuma North. I didn't come from any other place to come and contest. I grew with them, lived with them, and they know me. I haven't changed. The Akua Afriyie has always been the Akua Afriyie. They know. I haven't changed.
I saw in that interview with my colleague that some bigwigs in the party are on your side. For example, the MP for Empress Davis Opoku. He said other MPs are also supporting you. Who are they?
Maybe when they come, you still see them on the television. Yet I haven't. But when they come, you see them. NPP.
You are still together?
We are great. We have the power. NPP, we are great too. You see them.
But if you're great, really, and your party says, I won't rerun, and you're going ahead to be part of the process.
Have you seen any letter? I say, if you ask me this question, I'll give you
the party hasn't dismissed you.
Okay.
There is no letter to that effect.
Okay.
But we've seen and heard from leadership of the party. JFK, Haruna Mohammed, saying that as a party, their position is clear. They're not going ahead with this election.
I want to let Ablekuma North people know that I am running this election, this rerun I'm contesting, and that my name and picture will be on the ballot box, ballot paper, and they should vote for me with all humility. I'm number one on the ballot paper. Number one. God should prove himself faithful tomorrow. Everybody should come out. If you are watching me and see me on television, I want to tell you that with all humility, come out and pray, come out and vote for Akua Afriyie, and let God be God. Let justice prevail. That's all.
And that is your message to individuals watching. You can also share with me your thoughts on social media. We're joined is on TV. We have questions for Akua Afriyie. If you're a candidate or a member of the Ablekuma North constituency and you want to share your concerns, please reach out to us. We will be reading your messages live here on the Pulse, because she has signaled that she is ready, she is running, and she would indeed win that seat. And we're just getting her thoughts on how she plans to achieve this win for a party who has declared they would not be partaking in the election. It has been a very tough journey for you for the past 7 months. You say God has been your strength. Apart from God, how else have you been coping with this?
There is nothing like apart from God. Everything is with God. There is nothing that I will do that is apart from God. Everything has been with God. He has strengthened me. My strength comes from God. My humility comes from God. My hard work comes from God. Everything is Jehovah. And so there is nothing like apart. He gives me all those strengths. And I'm relying on his strength that he should let justice prevail.
We'll see how that goes. And tomorrow, for people watching, the Ablekuma North elections happens tomorrow. Here we are, your election headquarters. We'll bring you live coverage of that from when the last ballot is cast till the final declaration. And we'll be having conversations with all the parties involved here on the Pulse. So far, you are doing this, and you're doing this with the support of who exactly?
Hey, madam. You want me to reveal my secret? It will
reveal the secret to me. No, I want to know, because you're very tough to be doing this.
Oh yeah.
As a woman in politics, I don't know how you get the strength to want to fight.
That is the essence of our time.
You are the Yasanto of our
people know me
time.
more than Goma. Oh, the Yasanto of our time. I'm fighting for my rights. I'm standing for every woman in this country. Standing firm for every woman that one will cheat. Every woman. Every woman. Yeah.
You say that you're confident of winning, but I'm curious. If there's a slight chance that you lose this, will you go to court? Will you fight this?
I say I am winning. Oh, I am winning. God is God. Do you serve God?
I do.
Oh, you wait and see. He will prove himself faithful. Let them bring the machinery they plan, the macho men. Again, what
you have intel they are bringing in macho men?
Oh, yes. They said they are bringing in macho men. As I speak to you, there are some hotels, Qatar Hotel I learned, some other hotels I learned, they are hiding some macho men there.
Who are they?
To come and fight and do the same thing they did the last time. We are hearing a lot. There is a black pickup. They are putting in some ballot materials and a whole lot of things. We are hearing it.
These are serious allegations.
Oh, yes. No, we are hearing things going on like that. It's not serious at all. If it's serious, how can you ban Kwashiman school, cluster of schools, because of ballot papers? Is that not serious than this? A whole cluster of schools. You ban the whole school. What do you mean? What at all do you want on this earth? To put fire in a whole story building because of ballot papers, that is evidence. All these things happening, they know that at the end of the day, those ballot boxes will be brought out to be counted. Papers, isn't it? Then you ban all these things. What is more dangerous than this one? My sister, look, go and see what they are doing. You better send the vote. You better say, hey, God is God. God is God. Mm-hmm.
And who are these people? The opposition NDC?
Madam, don't do your face like that. As if you don't know. Which people are going for the contest?
I want to be sure.
Maybe which people are going for the contest? Is there an ordinary person walking on the street? Yes. No. Please. With all that they are saying, we are going to beat people and kill people and do this and a whole lot of... Yesterday, I wish you were in my constituency. More than 200 motorbikes. I don't know where they went for.
Invaded your constituency?
Invaded the constituency a whole lot.
Are your supporters threatened by this?
No, they won't. They are not threatened. They are not threatened by this at all. No. I say tomorrow, God is God. The people of Ablekuma North, your own mother, your sister, is crying on you. Have mercy and vote for Akua Afriyie. I'm number 1 on the ballot. When you see my face, please don't jump. Vote for me and let God be God.
These are serious security concerns you're raising. Have you communicated to the police to get at least security on that day while you're on the ground? Because your life matters.
I finished talking.
You will not inform the police about this?
I say I have finished talking. Mama information, your investigation.
An investigation is what we will be doing. I can see you're sending an avalanche of questions, and we're going to try to just ask her 1 or 2 because she has to leave the studio, and it's been a long day for her. But let me try and ask 1 or 2 of the questions you have been posting on our social media platforms. This one is asking, who are the bigwigs in the party supporting you? Okay, it's a question, so you answer the question. They want to find out who are the bigwigs in the party that are supporting you as you go ahead to the polls tomorrow.
With the greatest of respect to whoever asked this question, I appreciate you and I appreciate your question. With all humility, let's hold on this question for now, and at a good time, we will speak.
This one says, does she believe the EC will not cheat her again after cheating her the first time?
Oh, ask again, whoever asked this question. You see, this is why I'm crying, but God will prevail. I thank you so much for asking this question. God will prevail.
Well, those are the questions we can take for now. We have a lot coming through, but let me just ask her this one. Just one more. This one says, we hear Brian Achampong is supporting you. Is that true?
Oh, you see, this question someone is asking, I don't think it's proper. I don't think it's proper. This is a contest that is so pathetic, that has never happened in Ghana. Someone winning election, a clear election won, and someone taking it from them. You don't bring people's names and all that into this. How am I going to explain? You don't do that. But whoever, with the greatest of respect again, with all humility, we don't do that. You understand?
So final words to constituents watching you as we wrap up the conversation.
Ablekuma North to say, Ablekuma North to say, Ablekuma North for what they mean, ye dear grow Ashiabum, filming color brim. Minimum na koba. And ye chinchim message my dear film some wo. China, ye da munamu fo soon ya yam shishie. Uncle polling station. Munim send a man brass yesterday, but near dainty. A juma my yen constituency. May I wish your hospital this war. Woman, I'm in Koso. I'm incomplete. I'm fancy when you're young. Momboame wate. Momboame. Minsada men say me pamochel. China, I'm Brasiemu. Friday. Been paper for now for a mosque. The now for young which I'm where she am a Christians. The Christian community. Mrs. Ramo, a free years war pamochel. Order number 1. Mama Yankopon Yanyame. Munamu kotuno ketsia pa boom emame. Namafuma and Tommy. That's Yamishram.
Thank you so much for your time here in the studio. NPP parliamentary candidate for Ablekuma North, Akua Afriyie, my guest here on The Pulse, and she is courting the support of constituents as she goes ahead to declare that indeed she will be running for that seat coming tomorrow. Well, we are your election headquarters. Trust us, tomorrow we're giving you full coverage of the entire rerun process. We're live on the ground in all 19 polling stations. You want to stick and stay with us here on the Joe News channel. My name is Faustina Safo. Now it's a good time to do some quick checks with the party as well. We're hearing that Mustapha Bandi, the Deputy General Secretary of the NDC, would like to react to this briefly. Let me take his reaction and we would come back to have other conversations here on The Pulse. Yes, so Mustapha Bandi, we appreciate your time here on The Pulse. I just want to get your thoughts on this. The NPP is in the race. We've heard from Akua Afriyie that indeed she is running. As a political party, what's your response?
It just underscores the inconsistencies of the NPP. On one part, the NPP has boycotted the election and they proceeded to court. Court have thrown them out. On another part, they will not partake in the election. Then you have the parliamentary candidate this afternoon telling you she's in the election. Yesterday, I told you that it was part of their grand scheme to mitigate their losses and the shame, so that if they lose the election, they will say that, oh, the NPP didn't partake. But that is false. The NPP is fully involved in this yet to be defeated election. You look at the body language of the candidate. There is no energy, there is no confidence. The NDC candidate is relatively very younger. Nanado's track record have shown that it is proper for us to look for people with energy and strength to be part of governance. Now, you have heard the litany of lies she just spewed out. That land guards, bodyguards, they are rented. Who needs a bodyguard to run 19 polling stations election? And that a black car. So in Ablekuma North, do we have only white cars there? Because tomorrow is election, black cars shouldn't move in Ablekuma North. She hasn't seen anything yet. Because we are law-abiding, we will protect this country, protect the election, and protect herself. They failed to do that in Ayawaso West Wagon. They actually tortured people, shot at people, and yet the NDC have contained and lived that in the last 8 years. So if the election that you yourself indicated that you are not part, today you have run to come and sit on TV to say that you are part, and that whenever they have committed sins, they come with a game plan of emotional blackmail, that the battle is the Lord, that it is God. God should have mercy. The same mercy they did and defrauded us with National Cathedral. That is the same attitude they are demonstrating this afternoon. The inconsistency song continues. But I'm saying that it's about development, it's about integrity, it's about credibility, and our candidates have these qualities to be able to win that election.
Well, there's a strong contest coming up tomorrow. And as we wrap up the conversation, we just want to find out what's the NDC's game plan to win that seat.
Our game plan is that we are winning the election tomorrow. That seat is going to be won by the NDC. We won it in December. The NPP tried to snatch it. We refused. We are going back to reaffirm with the people of Ablekuma North our commitment in solidarity to develop the place that the NPP have failed over the years to develop. They have always held that seat. They've never developed the place, and they are ashamed that on their way to Ablekuma North to do a press conference 2 days ago, the nature of the road network there, the kind of community they've passed in order to organize their press conference after being in power for 8 years, are they not ashamed? We are going to win that election. We are in power, and it is better that Arabina Obeng will be the MP in order to speed up development with the government, with the people of Ablekuma North. The woman is in opposition. What has she got to offer? She didn't offer anything in government. Now she's in opposition. What can she offer?
Thank you so much, Mustapha Bandi, Deputy General Secretary for the NDC. Let me bring in a political analyst as we just look at the implications of what is unfolding before our eyes. We appreciate your time, Dr. Asa Asante. We're hearing from Akua Afriyie, the NPP candidate for Ablekuma North, declare that indeed she would be going ahead to contest that seat, despite the party openly saying here yesterday that they would not partake in the rerun. Your thoughts on how this is panning out?
It is surprising to me because yesterday I was in your studios and the MPP Deputy General Secretary denied this when Mr. Tanku Computer raised it. And this morning I was also on your show when Mr. Madi also raised it. And then it was denied flatly. So it is surprising to me that the woman is contesting and all that. For me, from where I sit, I believe if it is not a strategy, then I don't know what it is. It could be a strategy by the party that, look, we are not pursuing this course, but you be there and then contest for the election. Because I can see, if it's not a strategy, I can see the courage with which the woman can defy next decision that, look, forget about it. We are going to court and seek redress. And then she on her own volition will kick against the next decision. It can't happen. It can't happen. The best it could be is a strategy that pursue. When you win, will come in. If you don't win, will come out and, give a certain explanation to it and give something, a reprimand, and then we'll move on. Because otherwise, the woman cannot have the courage to, stand down a decision of the party. No.
Well, that's what she's doing, really, going ahead to declare that she'll be part of the process. But let's look at the implications when it comes to the unity within the new patriotic party. This is coming at a time where there are already deep cracks within the party. There are concerns about this unity. What would her action actually mean for the party?
I don't think this much let me put it this way. I think that, look, if the woman wins, they are sure of that, of the fact that the NDC will not get 184 to get the absolute majority. Because NPP, they are too clever, too intelligent to sit down and allow this seat to slip through their fingers. More so when you are talking about their constituency, their own stronghold. Yeah, it is true that times have changed, and that what the people need at the constituency, they don't have it. Infrastructure is, way down, and then economic conditions also that push the government out also affected the people of Ablekuma North. But it is still an option that the party will not want to take. But the best it could be is a strategy. You, the woman, pursue this. We are also in court. And then if you are able to get it, fine. If you are not, fine. Because on top of my head, that is all that comes in. Nothing more, nothing less.
But how effective will this strategy be, if indeed that's the strategy of the party? When you have less than 24 hours to the polls, you first of all left the individuals in the constituency confused as to if indeed you partake in the elections. Then you went to court. Then your party says, I won't be a part of the process. Then you say, okay, I will be a part of the process. Can that even give you the victory you're looking for? Barely 24 hours.
It is true that you are likely to have a divided vote. Some of your people will not be seized with information that you are contesting and all that. But it's better than you not going at all. So they are looking at the two options from different perspectives. That's how I see it. Otherwise, the woman will not have any courage. He doesn't have any power to if you like, snub the neck and their decision. Neck is so powerful. Once they decide, that's it. You do that and you are visited by appropriate sanction. But they believe that you had the GFK, their general secretary, that they've won the peace and that they've worked over the years and all that. So I'm not sure that they want to wish this thing away and then fold their arms for NDC to get the seat so easy. They want to put up a performance, a fierce one, and because they are thinking about it is their stronghold, they believe that all things being equal, even if you come in at the last minute and you activate the right places, the right channels, you should be able to get the needed support. Remember, when all this conversation was going on, and then they were denying categorically that the MPP, officially is not represented there. Tanko and then Madi told us that they were in the process doing everything. The ballot, the waste ones that they bent, they were all part and all that. So from where I said, I believe strongly, if it's not a strategy, then it's just the woman who said that, look, I'm defying the decision of NET and I'm going ahead with my program. Then it will be surprising to me. But given what I know about MPP and how strict they are, if they want to be on rules and regulations, the woman cannot defy the others of the party. Far from it.
Thank you so much, Dr. Asa Asante, for your time here on The Pulse. You're still watching The Pulse, and we are bringing you a lot of conversations after this quick turn because the Electoral Commission is holding a news conference. They've been tight-lipped for a while, and for the first time, they'll be addressing the media. There are a lot of questions on our mind, and we'll be putting that question to the EC. Please stay with us.